Hey there, and welcome. If you've got business exams on the horizon, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to do a super fast, super helpful review of a topic you absolutely have to know: market segmentation. Let's just dive right in. So, to get our brains warmed up, let's start with a little puzzle. On your screen, you can see men's deodorant, some colorful building blocks, and a massive cruise ship. Three totally different things, right? Just take a second and think. Who is the customer for each one? What kind of person are we talking about here?
So, what is the connection? Because it has absolutely nothing to do with the products themselves. Nope. It's all about who they're made for. The real link is the business strategy behind them all.
And that strategy, well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. It's called market segmentation. First up, we're going to tackle the what, the clear, simple definition you'll want to have locked in your memory for any exam. The answer to our little puzzle is actually pretty simple. Each of these products is made for a completely different group of people. I mean, the deodorant is for men, the blocks are for kids, and that cruise probably aimed at older couples or maybe families.
And that idea leads us straight to the official definition. Market segmentation is just the process of taking a huge market and, well, slicing it up into smaller, more manageable groups based on things people have in common. You're definitely going to want to remember that one. It's the whole foundation. It's how a business stops yelling at everyone and starts talking to someone specific.
Okay, so if that's what it is, let's get into the how. How do businesses actually do this stuff? This next part covers the 6 main ways you need to know. And here they are: age, gender, occupation, income, location, and lifestyle. Think of these as the tools in a company's toolkit for finding their perfect customer. We're going to break them down one by one. Let's start with a couple of the most common ones. First up, we've got age. This one's pretty obvious, right? Think toys for kids or maybe retirement homes for older folks. Then you have gender. This is where you see things like makeup brands focusing almost entirely on a female audience, or maybe skincare lines just for men. Okay, next pair, occupation and income. Occupation gets really specific, targeting people based on what they do for a living. The perfect example is a brand like Screwfix, aiming their tools and supplies directly at tradespeople. And kind of related to that is income. This is where a fancy luxury brand like Arlani can zero in on customers who have a lot of disposable cash. And for our last two, we have location and lifestyle. Location is all about geography. It could be a whole country, or it could be as specific as your local neighborhood newspaper. Lifestyle, though, that one's more about a person's hobbies, their habits, their values. It's huge in the food world right now, with products for people on, say, a vegan or gluten-free diet. Oh, and here's a key thing to remember. Companies rarely use just one of these. They'll often mix and match to build a super specific picture of who they're trying to reach.
So we've covered the what and the how. Now we get to what might be the most important part, especially for any analysis questions you'll get on an exam: the why. Why on earth do businesses bother with all this?
And it's a really good question, isn't it? Why narrow down your focus? Why not just try and sell your stuff to every single person on the planet? Well, the answer is all in the benefits.
Benefit number one, and this is the big one, is that you can actually meet your customers' needs. I mean, really meet them. When you know exactly who you're talking to, you can create products that solve their specific problems perfectly.
And, of course, when you meet your customers' needs better than anyone else, what happens? Your sales go up. And when your sales go up, profits usually follow. It's a straight line from understanding people to making more money.
This one's a game changer. Instead of just, throwing money at ads that everyone sees but almost nobody cares about, you can be a sniper. You can put your ads in the exact places where your ideal customer will see them. That saves a ton of money, and it's just way, way more effective.
And finally, it's all about loyalty. When your customers feel like a brand really gets them, that it understands their world, they're so much more likely to come back again and again. That's customer retention, and for any business, that is pure gold. Now this slide right here is perfect for your notes. Look at how it all connects. You start on the left, right, by understanding the customer better. That leads directly to the financial wins you see in the middle, like more profit. And all of that is powered by the smart, efficient marketing on the right. See? It's a system.
All right, let's make sure all this sticks. We're going to do a quick fire exam recap right now to make sure these key ideas are fresh in your mind.
Okay, time for a little active recall to really test what you know. Take a look at the paragraph on your screen. I want you to try and fill in those blanks in your head. I'll give you a second. Ready to see how you did?
All right, let's check those answers. The words were needs, sales, gender, mail, marketing, adverts, magazine, and money. Hey, if you got most of those right, you are in fantastic shape.
So if you remember one thing, let it be this. Market segmentation isn't just some boring business theory. It is a really powerful strategy. Knowing your customer is the key that unlocks everything else. Better products, more sales, and way smarter marketing. And I'm going to leave you with one final thought. Think about your absolute favorite brand. Based on everything we just talked about, how are they using segmentation to get to you? Is it your age, your lifestyle, where you live? Really thinking about it in the real world is the best way to make it stick. Okay, that's it for now. Good luck with those exams.